Hi, my name is Dr. Becca, and in this video we're going to break down the best moves for the 3 stages of disc healing, the acute, subacute, and recovery stages. You're going to learn how to ease the pain, rebuild strength, and get back to feeling your best with these targeted exercises. So as a physical therapist, these are my top generalized disc herniation exercises that I've used with hundreds of my patients. Now, if you're unsure if you have a disc injury, I have another video that goes through the signs and symptoms along with the physical tests that you can complete at home in the description below. So let's get started. The first stage is called the acute stage, and this is going to run between weeks 0 to 2. So my first tip here is that some activity is better than no activity. So in this case, walking at realistic distances will be your first exercise. Walking actually has less loading through the spine compared to sitting and allows you to maintain good muscle activity in your lower spine and legs. Secondly, we should consider positions to help protect or load the disc better. You should begin lying prone in this stage as long as this assists in decreasing your symptoms. And of course, avoid sitting too long. 20 to 30 minutes max of sitting until changing position or walking. Third, avoid any bending forward activities like lifting weight or in a static bent over position. If you have to sit, it is very crucial that you maintain a curve at your lower spine. Holding this curve is considered good spine mechanics, or you could use a medium firm pillow to help you out while sitting. So our second stage is called the subacute stage, and this is going to run between weeks 0 to 6. Here you're going to begin performing the prone press-up exercise multiple times per day for about 3 to 5 times. The goal is to, number 1, decrease any abnormal lower extremity symptoms such as your sciatica or paresthesias, and you might notice an increase of these symptoms at your central low back as your paresthesias are decreasing. This is common and is seen as a positive sign of healing. Through practice, this exercise also allows you to return your functional extension range of motion, as extension is seen as a crucial movement to return while you're, for example, coming up from a bent over position. So our last and final and longest stage is called the recovery stage, which is going to run between weeks 6 to 12. In this stage, you're going to begin adding more core stability strengthening exercises and to continue these prone press-up regime. Towards the last month of recovery, you may start to gradually reintroduce bending activities, again first in sitting with support and then gradually in standing as tolerable. Bending is a functional movement in our everyday lives, but we must be cautious in returning it in order to not overload or compress the disc too early while it's healing. Now there's one more very important note that I want you to keep in mind. The last stage of rehab is the most dangerous because it is shown that disc injuries are most likely to be re-injured in this time frame. The reason is because pain may start to reduce or even abolish, but this doesn't mean that the disc tissue is completely healed. So it's no lie that to practice diligence and patience to allow for the best recovery to happen. Now, if you're an athlete, I do have an advanced strength and conditioning program that will guide you in returning to your respective sport in the description below. So this is meant to start after the 12 weeks of recovery. So our first exercise is learning how to brace your core during a sit to standing movement. So this is a very functional exercise that you can do throughout the day, every day. And it's by first starting with maintaining that good posture in your spine. You will breathe in and then exhale out through your mouth and then holding your core and tightening it. Then you will go ahead and complete the movement either sitting down or standing back up. Our second exercise is a very popular one called the bird dog, and you're going to be completing 5 repetitions of this very slowly. So you can see that I'm trying to maintain my arms and my legs parallel with the ground and holding that between 4 to 5 seconds. This is another core stability strengthening exercise, so you do want to brace your core while you're moving your limbs at the same time. Our third exercise is called bridges, and this is a very good exercise for trying to allow a little bit more extension to happen throughout our lower spine. So you're first going to lift up and think about squeezing your glute muscles and going as high as tolerable as you can, and then slowly going back down to the ground. This can be done between 20 to 30 repetitions depending on your tolerance. Our fourth exercise is a side planking series, so you can either complete this on your knees or a harder version is where you're on your elbow and your ankle. So this is a great core stability exercise, and I recommend starting with, if you haven't done this in a while, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, and then moving moving up from there to about a minute hold for each side. And then lastly, we have our Supermans, and this again is activating our backside core muscles for the glutes and our lower paraspinal muscles. So you're going to be completing this slowly, starting from 10 repetitions and then moving up towards 20 or even 30 repetitions. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful in your disc herniation recovery, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.